Okay, now, I don't want to alarm anybody in this room, but it's just come to my attention that the person to your left is a liar. Also, the person to your right is a liar. In fact, the person sitting in your very seats is a liar. We're all liars. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you what the research says about why we're all liars, how you can become a lie spotter, and why you may want to go the extra mile and go from lie spotting to truth seeking, and ultimately to trust building. Obviously, we've all lied before. We're also lied to every single day of our lives, even though we don't even realize it. Liars are everywhere, and lie spotting is something easy that you can learn. Follow Pamela Meyer through this TED Talk as she explains how you can learn to spot deception. How to Spot a Liar by Pamela Meyer. So before I get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify my goal to you, which is not to teach a game of gotcha. Lie spotters are armed with the best scientific knowledge on how to spot deception. They use it in their everyday lives, just like mature leaders would do. They have difficult conversations with difficult people, often during difficult times. Think about it. A lie has no power whatsoever by its mere utterance. It only becomes powerful when somebody else agrees to believe that lie. A recent study showed that on any given day of our lives, we're lied to anywhere between 10 and 200 times in just 24 hours. Obviously, most of these are probably just white lies, things that don't really matter as much. But another study showed that strangers lied 3 times in the first 10 minutes of meeting each other. Lying is complex. It's woven into the fabric of our daily lives. We're deeply ambivalent about the truth. We're completely against lying, but we're covertly for it in ways that society has sanctioned for generations and generations and generations. Think about it. Think Dante, Shakespeare, the Bible, news of the world. So how can you spot deception? How can you become a lie spotter? Why is it so easy to learn? I mean, there are good liars and there are bad liars, but there are no real original liars. We all use the same techniques. We all make the same mistakes. So today we're going to be looking at 2 patterns of how lie spotters spot deception: body language and speech. We're going to look at these videos, and then finally, we're going to show you a video of what the truth looks like, and we're going to compare all of the videos. We're going to start with speech, with this video about Bill Clinton. And pay attention, because we're going to see if we can find out what tools he's using. I want you all to listen to me. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anyone a lie, not ever. And these allegations are false. And I have to go back to working for the American people. Thank you. Okay, what were the telltale signs? Well, first, we heard what's known as a non-contractual denial. Basically, when a liar is overdetermined in something that they're denying, they often resort to formal rather than informal language. Now, if Clinton had said something like, well, to tell you all the truth, or Richard Nixon's favorite, in all candor, he would have been a dead giveaway for any lie spotter that knows that formal language is just another way of discrediting yourself. We also heard distancing language. That woman. We know that liars will subconsciously distance themselves from a subject that they're being compared with. Now, if Clinton had been talking overly fast, or if he had repeated the question multiple times, it would have been another dead giveaway for any lie spotter, because he was trying to distract us from the original question, which was to ask, did he have sexual relations with Miss Lewinsky? So the next pattern we're going to be looking at is body language. And here's the thing about body language. Throw all your assumptions right out the door, because often everything you've heard about body language is completely wrong. For example, we think that liars will fidget with their hands or pull at their clothes, but in fact, a liar's upper body remains completely frozen because they're scared. We also think that they'll avoid eye contact or try not to look at the person. But in reality, a liar will look you in the eyes just a little too much just to compensate for that myth. We also believe smiles are a sign of honesty or sincerity, but a lie spotter can spot a fake smile from miles away. Think about it. It's all in the cheek muscles. A fake smile is all in the cheek muscles. But the real smile's in the eyes, the crow's feet of the eyes. Now, a lie spotter can spot a fake smile anywhere, especially if you overdo the Botox. Don't overdo the Botox. No one will think you're honest. So science has surfaced many more indicators. We know, for example, that liars will point their feet towards the nearest exits. And they'll also alter their blink rate, often making their blinking rate faster. We also know that they'll lower their vocal tone while talking, making their vocal tone much lower than it actually is. So we're going to be looking at 2 videos for body language. 2 mothers. The first will be Diane Downs. Now what she did was she shot her kids close range, drove them to the hospital while they bled all over the car, and then claimed some shaggy-haired stranger did it. And you'll see as you watch this video that she can't even pretend to be an agonizing mother. Now if you look closely, you'll see duping delight throughout this video. Sometimes at night, I can see Christy reaching her hand out to me, blood coming from her mouth. I don't know, maybe it'll fade with time. I hope it will. See, she can't even pretend to be an agonizing mother. And now let's look at a real mother, Erin Rubian, who is confronting her daughter's murder in court. Now, both of these people were found by researcher David Matsumoto in California. Now, I think this one is a great example of what the truth looks like. I don't understand. I know that night you took my baby from me. I know she fought hard until her heart stopped. And I knew she looked at you with those amazing brown eyes, and you still killed her? And I don't understand it now, and I never will. Okay, there's no doubting the veracity of those emotions. We can see a clear difference between the 2 videos, because when a mother loses a child, it's like losing a body part. They have to have real emotion. In the second one, we saw real emotion, while in the first one, we did not. When you learn how to lie spot, and when you truly learn the science behind lying, and when you understand it, you're going to wake up one day and say to yourself, my world, our world, it's going to be an honest one. And when you do just that, the ground around you starts to shift just a little bit. And that's the truth. Thank you.